Good afternoon, students. I am very happy to meet you in this online session. I hope you are well and fine at your home and reading well your study portions. So don't waste your time. Read your study portion as per your plan. Last class I gave fourth poem. Yes, poem reading portion I gave. We have so many general reading portions are there. If time permits, I will tell you some general reading portions. I think you studied the letter writing well. Yes, some formats, some 6 formats you read well. Yes, so read well. Study well. Definitely, it will help you. Okay. So a format. Read the format well as HOS give more concentration on that body of the letter, how to write, any additional points we can add, that's also very important. Okay, so come last class I said fourth unit poem, the ant and the cricket. Paragraph I told you to read each lesson. 2-3 paragraphs are there, so read well. Some questions are not that much important, but some questions are very important. Compare and contrast the attitude of the ant and the cricket, very important. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. Elucidate the statement from the poet point of view, that's also important. Then next, the same way the third poem will come. Okay, good. Then that also read. Okay, today I will finish the fourth supplementary, the aged mother. Okay, read the text as well as here we have 3 paragraphs are there. Okay, so just to recap what I taught you in the last class. Okay, come, and the aged mother by Matsu Basho. Okay, so just I recap what I taught in the last class. This story is about a very poor farmer and her old mother. They had a very small bit of land. Okay, from there they got the food. They lead a very happy life as well as a very humble and peaceful life. Okay, at the time that place, this country Shining was governed by a very cruel leader. He was a warrior. At the same time, he never liked cowardly, shrinking or aged people, and he sent a proclamation to put the death to all the aged people. Okay, that was very common in Shining at that time. Okay, so that barbarous act was not uncommon. Okay, but it was common in that place. That same proclamation he made. But this poor farmer was loved his mother very much. Okay, on hearing this order, okay, he really get disturbed by this order. So finally, there was no other option for him. Okay, because this emperor announced, so he should carry out that. Okay, so the final thing is to give a very kindest mode of death to his mother. That was his aim. Okay, so he was getting ready towards the mountain with the food, water. Okay, all the things was getting ready, and he took the mother on his shoulder because the place were steepy, the road was steepy to the mountain. So mother could not walk because she was very old. So she carried his mother on his shoulder and walked towards the mountain. On the way, the road was crossed and recrossed by so many very narrow roads. Okay, so that places were not very familiar for this poor farmer. But anyhow, its ultimate aim was to reach the summit or the highest point of the mountain. So he was just moving towards the summit. Okay, without taking any conscious. Some places, okay, he missed the path, but he walked towards the mountain. Okay, at the same time, to reach that After Suyama, there is a place in the summit. Okay, I already told that abandoning the old people was common in those places. So one mountain summit, they will abandon in that place and they will return back. That was the place called after Suyama. Okay. So the eyes of the old mother was very bright, okay, because she had something in her mind how his son would return back to the place, because it was dangerous, that path was dangerous. So she stretched her hands and broke some twigs or branches from the bushes and put at regular intervals on all the places. On the back they could see like a point. After reaching that summit, okay, they could see that landmark like a point. On each place is a pile of branches or pile of twigs. Okay, up to that much I said on the last class. Okay, once again I am reading from all of you take the textbook page number 120. All of you take textbook page number 120. Last paragraph I will tell at the I will read. See, the eyes of the old mother were not so dim, so very bright, but they noted the reckless hastening from one path to another, and her loving heart grew anxious. Why she was worried means, anxious means last class I gave the meaning. Anxious means worried means how my son would return back to the foot of the mountain, because the path were dangerous. At the same time, identifying the path was very difficult. That was the thing. So only she did the same. Okay, her son did not know the mountain's many paths, and his return might be one of danger. So she stretched forth her hand and snapping, quick breaking the twigs from brushes as they passed. She quietly dropped a handful every few steps of the way, so that as they climbed the narrow path, behind them was dotted at frequent intervals with the tiny piles of twigs. At last the summit was reached. Okay, that much I said in the last class. Okay, they reached the summit. Then what happened? Weary and heartsick, the youth gently released his burden and silently prepared a place of comfort as his last duty to the loved one. Okay, weary means we all know very well. Frequently we use this word. Weary means tired. Weary means tired. Weary means tired. Okay, because she was carrying his mother for very long distance, so weary, tired and heartsick, because he was going to abandoning his mother, so heartsick. Okay, he was getting ready for the final arrangements. Okay, so what is that? Gathering fallen pine needles, he made a soft cushion and tenderly lifted his old mother onto it. He wrapped her padded coat more closely about the stooping shoulders. Padded coat means, right, the meaning soft filling material used in cushion. Soft filling material used in cushions, etc. Okay, that was a overcoat, and put that sheet at the stooping shoulders of his mother. With tearful eyes and a aching heart, he said farewell. Okay, with a aching heart, painful heart, he gave the farewell. He said the farewell to his mother. He was leaving the place. At the time, what happened? The trembling mother's voice was full of unselfish love as she gave her last injunction. Okay, injunction means a order restraining someone from performing an act. Okay, so that is injunction. Okay, the trembling mother's voice, because it was very cold, so mother's voice was trembling. Okay, at the same time, she was unselfish. Normally, we know very well mothers were unselfish. Okay, so she was also the same. Then she said, "Let not thine eyes be blinded, my son." Let means allow, not thine refers to your eyes be blinded. Thine means old English for your. Let not your eyes be blinded, my son, she said. Okay, the mountain road is full of dangers. Look carefully and follow the path which holds the piles of twigs. Okay, what mother was said means, okay, the path were very dangerous and as well as confused. Okay, it will confuse you. I have used some landmarks, a pile of branches. With that landmarks, you return back to your place. The son's surprised eyes looked back over the path, then at the poor old shriveled hands, all scratched and soiled by their work of love. But after that only this poor farmer looked back. At the time he saw the dotted landmarks, on seeing his mother's hands, okay, full of soil and scratched, because when she was breaking the twigs, hands got some scratches. Work of love. His heart broke within, and bowing to the ground, he cried aloud. Okay, he just bent down and cried. He realized his mistakes. "Oh, honorable mother, your kindness break my heart. I will not leave you together. We will follow the path of twigs, and together we will lie." He came to the resolution that, okay, mother, okay, we will return back together. Okay, and we would die together. Okay, because of the cruel proclamations. Once more he shouldered his burden. How light it seemed now. Okay, now he was very happy. When he was going to the mountain, he had a very heart was hardened. Okay, he was very worried, but now it was not like that. So it was very light. He took her mother and hastened quick down the path to the shadows and the moonlight, to the little hut in the valley. Okay, his house was in the valley. Okay, foot of the mountain, it was in the valley. Because moon, now it was night time, so because of the light of the moon, finally they reached the hut, their house near the valley. Beneath the kitchen floor was a walled closet for food, which was covered and hidden from view. Okay, and below the kitchen there was a closet. Okay, there was a closet for keeping the food for safe. That place was a covered place. Okay, no one could see that what was inside. There the son hid his mother, supplying her with everything she needed, continually watching and fearing she would be discovered. Time passed and he was beginning to feel safe. Okay, when again the governor sent forth heralds bearing an unreasonable order, seemingly as a boost of his power. So he gave food. What are the things needed for his mother? He gave, but he had a fear in his mind. Sometimes they would find him. He was hiding his mother inside that closet. So finally time went in such a way and he was beginning to feel safe. Okay, when he was very safe, okay, time passed, okay, very fast. Okay, again they heard a message. Again governor sent forth herald. Okay, a messenger. Messenger. What was the messenger? Heralds. Bearing an unreasonable order, seeming as a boost of his power. Okay, so he was sending another order. Okay, but sometimes the government or the high position people will take some decisions. Maybe it is very hard. In such a way, there was a order given by the cruel governor. What was that one? His demand was that his subjects should present him with a rope of ashes. Okay, the subjects, the people of that place, Shining, wants to present in front of him a rope of ashes. Is it possible? Okay, a rope made of ash. Can you make a rope with a ash? Very difficult. Okay, there is another things to make a a rope, okay, but we cannot make a rope with ashes. He said make a rope with ashes. The entire province trembled with dread, fear. Dread means fear. Dread means fear. The entire province trembled with fear, dread. The order must be obeyed. Yet, who in all shining could make a rope of ashes? Okay, keep it in your mind. Okay, how it is possible? Is it possible to make a rope with ashes? So all the people trembled. Okay, why this cruel man gave such an order? Okay, so one night in great distress. Distress means, write the meaning. Distress, discomfort. Discomfort. Distress means discomfort. Yes, who has that discomfort? We will see. One night in great distress, the son whispered the news to his hidden mother. Wait, she said, I will think, I will think. On the second day, she told him what to do. Okay. Then, with a great distress or great discomfort, he said this one, what that governor said to his mother. Mother said, wait for one day, I will give some idea how to do. Okay. Next day, make rope of twisted straw. Okay. So, first the idea is make rope of twisted straw, she said. Okay. We all know very well, okay, arranging the bundle with of straw. Okay, you all know very well for feeding the cattle. Okay, we will bundle the straw. Okay, at the time we will make a rope with the help of straw. Okay, have you understood? Like that, mother is saying make rope of twisted straw. Okay, giving the straw, and if you twist means we will make a very long rope. In such a way you make a rope, she said. Then stretch it upon a row of flat stones and burn it on a windless night. Then you should keep the rope on a stone, okay, flat stones. We should keep it on a flat stone and burn it on the windless night. Okay, normally we have wind. Okay, windless night, just burn that rope which made of this straw. He called the people together and did as she said, and with the blaze died down there upon the stones, with every twist and fiber showing perfectly, lay a rope of ashes. Then what happened? He called the people and they did. Blaze died down. Okay, after the fire, okay, died down. Blaze refers to a fire. Blaze means a fire. Died, stopped, okay, after burning. Then what happened? There showed ashes made of this rope made of fire. Every twist fiber showing perfectly, lay a rope of ashes. Now it looks like a rope which is made of ashes. Okay, this governor sent the order to make a rope made of ashes. Yes, so it looks like a rope made of ashes. The governor was pleased at the wit of the youth and praised greatly, but he demanded to know where he had obtained his wisdom. So, governor was pleased, okay, very satisfied with this idea, with the intellect or wit intellect of the youth, and praised greatly and asked, where did you get this idea? Demanded to know where he had get this wisdom. Alas, alas, cried the farmer. Alas means you know very well. It is a sad expression. Okay, alas. If you want to say hooray, H-U-R-R-A-H, hooray, I have won the match. That means happiness. Okay. Oh, we will say. Oh means wonder. Okay, hooray. Alas, alas. English they will say they were very sad. Cried the farmer. The truth must be told, and with deep bows he related his story. Okay, the governor listens and then meditated in silence. Okay, then what happened? Okay, finally the governor compelled. Okay, he was a despotic. Finally he started to say what happened. Okay, and with the deep bows he related his story. The governor listens and meditated in silence. Okay. Finally, he lifted his head. Shining needs more than strength of youth. Okay. So now we come to the resolutions. Okay, shinings. This place, this country need a strength more than strength of youth. He said gravely. Gravely means seriously. Okay, now he is thinking that old people, aged people also will give lot of good ideas. More than strength of youth, he said gravely, that I should have forgotten the well-known saying. Now he was saying a proverb or well-known saying. What is it? With the crown of the snow there cometh wisdom. Okay, here they are saying with the crown of snow. What is that means? That a person gains wisdom as he or she ages. The crown of snow indicates white hair. Okay, white hair means we know very well aged people. Okay, with the crown of snow means the hair is full of white color. Okay, so hair of snow, that means aged people. There cometh wisdoms. Okay, gain wisdoms as he or she ages. Aged also we will get the wisdom. The governor said this proverb. The very hour the cruel law was abolished. Okay, there it come to stopped. Okay, abolished, and customs drifted. Okay, drifted means, right, the meaning of drifting, the custom. Okay, to move slowly, especially pushed by current of water, air. Okay, they are talking about drifted means to move slowly, especially pushed by current of water or air. It started. The customs drifted into as far as past, that only legends remain. Okay, so this custom, okay, so aged people, killing the aged people, okay, went away. Okay, so they started to the legend, that story, the story of unknown origin. Okay, that is called as legend. Okay, legend means a story of unknown origin was remain in Japan, but these customs drifted when the time passed. Okay, so for example, if any social injustice once happened in India, if I say that one, okay, now the time has passed. Now we may not know how it was happening, but we studied only in the books. Okay, this was happened in India, like that. Now only the story was remaining in Japan, but all this social, okay, injustice was dropped from or abolished from Japan. Have you understood? So that was the that this is the story of the aged mother by Matsu Basho. Okay, so now you know very well the story. Yes, about the story is about a poor farmer and his aged mother. This general, the shining governor, sent a proclamation to put to death all aged people. So he was worried of this order. Then finally he decided to give a very good death, or the kindest mode of death to his mother. So took her mother towards the abandoning of the aged Abbot Suyama. That place he went to the summit of the mountain. Okay, after reaching that place, he came to know that his mother was breaking some twigs when we were moving to that mountain, because to know the way back to his to her son. Okay, so it was showed like a dotted or the landmarks for him to return, but he came to the conclusion, I want to return back with my mother, and we should die both together. Like that he came to the resolution. Then he took the mother back and he hid the mother inside the kitchen. There is a closet. Finally days passed. Okay, finally there was another one proclamation came, that was to make a rope with ashes, to make a rope with ashes. Okay, that was the idea. So mother gave the idea, so he made the rope made of ashes. Then finally he disclosed what was, he revealed what was the story. Finally the governor was realized his mistakes and just abolished that law. Okay, come below. We have 3 paragraphs are here, page number 123. Here are some short answers are there. We will see. We have 5 or 6 minutes more. We will see. What was the cruel announcement made by the leader? What was the cruel announcement? Okay, you all know very well. What was the cruel announcement or proclamation to put to death all aged people? Immediately, the order was to put to death all aged people. That was the cruel proclamation. Why was the farmer filled with sorrow? Okay, he loved his mother very well. On hearing this proclamation, he looked very sad. Okay, so this short answers was not in your question pattern, but we have 3 paragraphs are there. Narrate the circumstances that led to the abandoning of the aged in shining. Narrate the circumstances that led to the abandoning of the aged in shining. Describe the farmer's painful journey up the mountain. The old are wise. Prove this with reference to the story, The Aged Mother. These 3 paragraphs are there. Then rearrange the sentence, that is page number 122. Rearrange the sentence given below in the correct sequence. Okay. So if you are very familiar with the story, we can rearrange the sentence. Okay. It is jumbled. We should rearrange in the coherent order. Okay. So we have right hand side. D identify character and speaker. He is there. We will do. Shining was governed by a leader. Page number 123. If you know very well, we can write the answer very well. Shining was governed by a dash leader. Strict leader, kind leader, cruel leader, diplomatic leader. Who is that? Cruel leader. Who is that? Cruel leader. The dash was the principal food for the poor. Wheat, brown rice, unwhitened rice, millet, unwhitened rice. The road was crossed and recrossed by many paths made by the hunters and woodcutters, robbers and thieves, vendors and tradesmen, wildlife photographers and trekkers, hunters and woodcutters. Gathering dash, he made a soft cushion and tenderly lifted his old mother onto it. Dry leaves, fallen pine, broken twigs, flowers. What he used? Fallen pine. Okay, good. The governor demanded that his subject should present him with a basket of fruits, rope of ashes, flesh of animals, bag of silverwares. What is the answer? What is the answer? Do you know? Rope of ashes. Okay. So according to our study plan, read the textbook. Okay, that is very important. Read your text once before moving into the paragraphs. That's very important. Then you dictated so many hard words. Okay, that also you read. Okay, so don't waste your time. So read well. And then if you want just a recap what we studied. Okay. If you get the time. Okay, so read the letter writing, read the memory poems like that. Okay. Thank you, students. Be safe.